Hey everybody, here's a quick review of the meeting in case you missed all of it or just some of it. The main purpose of the meeting was to get together a number of our teachers representing general education, health, and 7th grade science teachers, ELD teachers, middle school, high school, as well as our special education teachers, both that provide RSP or SAI, as well as specialized program teachers. So we had a wide collection of teachers that were all hoping to help us assist in providing a review of comprehensive sexual health curriculum, which we're looking to adopt for next school year. This curriculum at the middle school level would be replacing Family Life at the 7th grade, and then for high school would be provided in addition to what's already happening in the old Glencoe Health textbook. So I'm going to do a quick review of it just in case you, again, missed some. So I'll be providing some background information and then really just next steps. Next steps related to our hope to have teachers provide a curriculum review of 3 specific curriculum, which I'll talk about. So background, really since 2016, we've been looking at a number of different comprehensive sexual health curriculums, those listed right there. Last year, we worked with middle school and high school general education teachers to create supplemental materials that were teacher-made, and we were able to share these materials with our Board of Education. And then the COVID came, and that kind of all got stopped. When we came back for this school year, the direction from our Board of Education was to not utilize our teacher-created supplemental materials, but rather already published comprehensive sexual health curriculums that got us in compliance with the California Healthy Youth Act. So that's kind of where we are at. We will be getting a better understanding about the compliance with the California Healthy Youth Act from this particular group, ASHWIG subcommittee. They do a comprehensive review of each sort of already published curriculum, and our Board of Education would like for us to adopt curriculum that's already been approved or examined by this ASHWIG subcommittee. So the subcommittee itself provided a review in 2016, but those reviews are all outdated because the law, California Healthy Youth Act, was updated in 2019. So luckily, in about a few weeks, that group will provide an updated review of comprehensive sexual health curriculums that have been submitted, and amongst those are the 3 that we're going to be reviewing. So our recommendation was to examine these 3 curriculum: Positive Prevention Plus, Right to Respect Responsibility, and Teen Talk. It is important to note that Positive Prevention Plus and Teen Talk both have a modified curriculum for students whose IEPs designate that they are to receive modified curriculum. Right to Respect Responsibility does not have one of those modified curriculum. So as part of our process, most important is your teacher input, since you all are the experts not only in the curriculum but also, and most importantly, in our students. So we obviously are wanting to continue to work to get our staff input. We will be taking that staff input as well as feedback from various parent community organizations as well and students to provide a recommendation to our Board of Education. Here's a quick timeline which kind of describes everything that I said. To note, in March, early March, we'll be having a better understanding of how compliant each of those 3 curriculum that I'm showing there are compliant with the California Healthy Youth Act, and we'll be giving that information to you all as we meet subsequently. But our plan is to, again, get your recommendation, the recommendations of others, provide that to the Board of Education, have the community review the curriculum if at all possible, and then, well, it will be possible, and then hoping that the board can approve something to start next year. So next steps, this is where we really need your help, and I'm 4.5 minutes in, that's not bad. So in order to kind of chunk the work, acknowledging just how busy everyone is, we've sort of created this 2-week schedule for each of the 3 curriculum. So in those 2 weeks, we'll review Right to Respect Responsibility. The following 2 will be Positive Prevention Plus, etc. for Teen Talk. I will be giving everyone access to this shared Google Drive. In here you'll see some information. The agenda and presentations for any time we meet will be here. Most important, the curriculum to review will be here. Currently uploaded is Rights, Respect, Responsibility. That's middle school, for example. And then the final thing on here to note is there's a master document, which maybe will make sense as I go through the presentation, but this is kind of a one-stop shop. So if you wanted to know, where the materials are, what form you need to fill out to provide your evaluation, everything is just on this one sheet. Let me go back here. We do not advise at all, really, that you pilot or test out any of the materials that you're reviewing with your students. Even if families filled out an opt-out form, the opt-out form was based off of the 2005 Glencoe or 2005 Family Life unit, and so not the proposed possible material. So instead of that, we would recommend that you would think about the maybe 1 or 2 lessons that you'd be interested in kind of testing out at a separate time, where we can work with families and students to really kind of guinea pig that outside of your classroom. There was a really great discussion, and we got some input from our teachers about what we would be looking for instructionally out of the curriculum. We were able to take all of this information and create a rating form that will be completed, we hope, after each of the 3 curriculum is reviewed by hopefully each of you. I did provide some information about a possible training. This training isn't specific to comprehensive sexual health curriculum. This is more broadly about the California Health Framework that was passed or published a year or 2 ago. If you're interested in participating in this training, it would be more of that global look at what the framework is just overall. If you were going to participate, you would be watching some asynchronous videos on each of the 4 modules related to the California Healthy Youth Act, and then attending with us from the district office team to each of the modules for a community of practice, in which we would just engage with other colleagues across the county about how might this look in terms of implementing the health framework. So if you're interested in this additional training opportunity, you can use this for PD hours, or if you've already used your PD hours, you can be paid at an hourly rate for this opportunity, but please email me. Finally, I just reviewed sort of the future meetings. As noted, we'll be doing the 2-week review of Rights, Respect, Responsibility here, and then we've scheduled a subsequent Wednesday check-in meeting afterwards, just so the group can come together and talk about Rights, Respect, Responsibility. The next check-in will discuss Positive Prevention Plus, and the following we'll do Teen Talk. The last meeting is going to be a scheduled 2-hour meeting where we will look at everyone's ratings. We'll be able to look and see how people filled out the survey as a collective group. We'll also be able to look at the compliance reports from the ASHWIG to see how the various curriculums are compliant with the California Healthy Youth Act, as well as look at some other input from our student or parent organization groups. Ultimately, the outcome of this meeting will be to generate a recommendation to our Board of Education for adopting comprehensive sexual health curriculum for next school year. And that's what you missed.